Hi, welcome back to the channel. This week it's time for some Acid and some Goa 303. Now I wasn't going to do anything for 303 Day this year, but to be honest, any excuse to get a bit of 303 action going will always win me over eventually. So let's get to it. So I'm using Cyan from D16, and let's start with just putting in a row of 16ths. I'm just going to put it on C sharp. And before I go too far in this, let me just show a bit of a trick. Let's put them in here, for example. So here we're on G sharp. Let's say now we want to add a C above. To do that, we will put one here, and would also need to go +1. Now that's fine when you're only doing one, but when you start getting ones like this and +1, I think that gets a bit complicated to digest. So my tip is program them all on C. So basically you get a full octave, then we'll put the additional notes in. These are just completely at random. And then once we've got that, then you can do transpose. It will automatically do the +1 for you. Just a bit of a workflow tip, really. Let's go down to where it was. I want them all on C sharp, just as a start. And first up, we want to get our groove in place. So let's start with a slide. And let's maybe add another one here. And also think of it in two halves. You got the first half of the bar, and then the second half of the bar. And try to get them to play off each other. Bit of call and response kind of action. So in this first half, we want something to play off this second slide. So let's go with a accent here. Or instead of that, we can do a different note here, or a combination. And like I said, think of it two halves. So you got the first kind of animation, for want of a better term, happening. Then the second half is relatively stable. But let's go back to putting our accent in. And in terms of notes, especially for Goa, you want to think in the Phrygian scale, and that is mainly +1 and -2. Just remember those two. So if you're going up, it's up one note, or if you go down, it's -2 notes. And obviously, in addition to that, you've got the octave shifts as well. So, like so. Let's do another one here. Actually, not here because that's where the slide is. So let's put it the one before. So now we've got our general groove and a general pattern going. Like I said, with just the +1, then you can start experimenting and increasing the notes. And personally, I don't like to go too far. I don't want it too melodic. I want to keep my 3/0 pattern driving and fast and really kind of keeping up the momentum. And I find making it too melodic takes away that drive. But it's up to you, personal preference. I like to keep it relatively simple with the notes. And you can see, we're basically already there. I'm quite happy with that. Let's add a bit of a kick. And let's go a bit of reverb. A bit of delay. Let's turn that down. And a bit of distortion. Here, let's go with rat clean. And this is the bit where I forget I'm making a video and end up tweaking. Now, once we've done that, and I think it's working quite well, let's go to our note and we'll notice we have a held note on C3. So let's go to here and we'll do copy on the pattern. And just in case you're not aware, the way you select the pattern on Psytrance is with this host note selection here. So like I said, we have a held note on C3 and that corresponds to this C3 here. So let's choose a different MIDI clip, this one. And we're still on C3, but let's move this up, transpose it up one note, and then when we play back this one, this pattern will disappear. And that's because it is now playing C3 and there's no pattern in here. But if we paste our copied pattern in, then we're back to where we started. So basically, I'm just going to do one at random, just do this, so we can now flick between the different patterns. Like so. But let's paste this back so we had it before. And the reason for doing that is because I want to maybe play with this slide here. Back to the original. So let's skip them both. I'm not quite sure which one I prefer, and I might even use them both actually throughout the track. So now I have my 303 pattern. I can now work the bass line in around that. So let's have a listen to how that sounds now that I've done that. Or just the bass line. There we go, some Goa acid. I don't know about you, but this sound should get tiring, but it just never does. There's just something about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.